Alright, let's talk about the Great White North, Canada. You know it for a few things: maple syrup that costs more than liquid gold, people who apologize when you bump into them, and the kind of weather that makes you question your life choices. But there's a secret ingredient to our national identity, a furry four-legged constant that holds our polite society together. I'm talking about dogs. Yes, Canada is a nation absolutely certifiably head over heels in love with dogs. We have more dogs than we have celebrities, which, come to think of it, isn't saying much. So why the obsession? Is it the long, cold winters that make a warm, breathing blanket who doesn't steal the remote seem like a genius idea? Or maybe it's our vast, wide-open spaces that just scream, please, for the love of all that is holy, let a creature with boundless energy run wild here. It's probably a bit of both. We're a country built for companionship, for having a buddy who's just as happy chasing a stick in a blizzard as they are hogging the AC in July. These aren't just pets, they're family members who get the good spot on the couch. In this video, we're going to dive nose first into the most popular dog breeds that have captured the hearts of Canadians from coast to coast to coast. We're talking about the top dogs, the big kahunas, the A-listers of the canine world who have become as Canadian as a Tim Hortons double-double. So grab a Timbits, tell your own furry friend to make some room, and let's explore why Canada is, without a doubt, a dog lover's paradise. I promise this will be more exciting than watching paint dry, unless you're into that, in which case, sorry. Kicking things off with the undisputed champion, the heavyweight title holder of Canadian hearts, the Labrador Retriever. If Canada were a dog, it would probably be a lab. Why? Because they're friendly to a fault, endlessly patient, and have a deep, abiding love for food. Sound familiar? These guys are the poster children for good-natured. You could dress a lab in a tiny Mountie uniform, and it wouldn't just tolerate it, it would probably think it was the best day of its life. Their temperament is so reliable, they're practically the dog equivalent of a beige Toyota Camry, but you know, way more fun to cuddle with. Their popularity isn't just some happy accident. These dogs were literally bred for the Canadian environment. Originating in Newfoundland as fishermen's helpers, they're built for cold water, retrieving nets, and generally being absolute troopers in less than ideal conditions. That rugged, can-do attitude is baked right into their DNA. They look at a half-frozen lake in October, not as a problem, but as an invitation. A Canadian lab sees a pile of snow and thinks, a new place to roll around and get my ears full of ice crystals. It's a level of optimism we should all aspire to. And let's be real, their versatility is off the charts. They're the perfect family dog, gentle with kids and tolerant of toddlers who think their tail is a pull toy. They're also incredible working dogs, serving as guide dogs, therapy animals, and search and rescue heroes. They can go from being a furry pillow for your afternoon nap to a fearless adventurer on a weekend hike without missing a beat. The Labrador Retriever isn't just popular in Canada, it's an integral part of the Canadian family fabric, the furry glue holding it all together. Next up, we have the dog that looks like it's perpetually lit by a Hollywood cinematographer, the Golden Retriever. If the lab is the sturdy, reliable friend, the Golden is the impossibly charming and good-looking one, who's also genuinely nice. It's almost unfair. These dogs are walking, barking embodiments of pure, unadulterated joy. Their default setting is happy, and their tail wagging can generate enough wind power to solve a minor energy crisis. Their loyalty is the stuff of legends, movies, and probably a few tear-jerking country songs. They don't just love their family, they are utterly devoted to them. This unwavering loyalty makes them a perfect fit for Canadian families. In a country where you might be snowed in for a few days, having a companion whose sole purpose in life seems to be making you feel adored is a pretty sweet deal. They are incredibly patient with children, viewing them not as small, loud humans, but as constant sources of ear scratches and dropped snacks. They have this innate ability to read the room, knowing when it's time for wild backyard antics and when it's time to just lay their head on your lap because you look like you've had a day. Their intelligence and eagerness to please make them a dream to train. You ask a Golden Retriever to sit, and it sits with the enthusiasm of an actor who just landed their first big role. This trainability, combined with their gentle nature, means they seamlessly integrate into the Canadian lifestyle. They're just as comfortable on a leash in a busy city market as they are running free at the cottage. A Golden Retriever is more than a pet. It's a four-legged therapist, a personal trainer, and a best friend, all wrapped in a glorious golden coat that, admittedly, sheds everywhere. But it's a small price to pay for that much sunshine. Now for the strong, silent type, well, not so silent. The German Shepherd. This is the dog that looks like it has a very important job to do, and it probably does. Known for their staggering intelligence, these dogs are the valedictorians of the canine world. You get the feeling that if they could talk, they'd probably be correcting your grammar. This intelligence isn't just for show. It makes them incredibly versatile. They can be a loyal family protector one minute and a highly skilled working dog the next. In Canada, you see them everywhere, from suburban homes to police canine units, a testament to their adaptability. Their famous protective instinct is a huge draw for many Canadian homeowners. Let's be honest, while Canada is safe, having a dog that looks like it could handle its business provides a certain peace of mind, especially when you hear a weird noise coming from the garage at 2 a.m. It's usually just a raccoon, but the German Shepherd's deep, authoritative bark is enough to make even the most hardened garbage bandit think twice. They form incredibly strong bonds with their families, viewing them as their flock to be watched over and cared for with a seriousness that is both impressive and endearing. But don't let their serious job face fool you. Beneath that noble exterior is a playful and deeply loving companion. They thrive on having a task, whether it's learning a new trick, mastering an agility course, or simply being in charge of inspecting every grocery bag that comes into the house. They need mental and physical stimulation, which fits perfectly with the active Canadian lifestyle. A bored German Shepherd is a mischievous German Shepherd, but a happy one? A happy one is a brilliant, loyal, and endlessly fascinating partner for life's great adventures, from the backyard to the backwoods. Alright, let's clear something up right now. The poodle. Forget the frou-frou stereotypes and the ridiculous haircuts you've seen in old movies. In Canada, we know the truth. Poodles are secretly rugged, brilliant, and incredibly practical dogs hiding in a fancy pants coat. They come in 3 sizes: standard, miniature, and toy, which is basically like choosing between a robust, all-terrain vehicle, a sporty sedan, and a zippy scooter. The standard poodle, in particular, is a surprisingly athletic and hardy dog that can handle a Canadian winter just fine, thank you very much. They were originally water retrievers, so they are no strangers to the great outdoors. One of the poodle's superpowers, and a huge reason for their popularity up here, is their coat. It's not fur, it's hair. And what does that mean? It means they're considered hypoallergenic. For the countless Canadians who love dogs but sneeze their heads off at the mere thought of pet dander, the poodle is a game changer. It's like finding a gluten-free donut that actually tastes good. You get all the joy of a canine companion without the constant threat of puffy eyes and an asthma attack. This quality alone puts them in the top tier for many families. Beyond their clever coats, poodles are whip-smart. They consistently rank among the most intelligent dog breeds, right up there with the German Shepherd. This means they're a joy to train and love having their big brains challenged. Their adaptability is their other key strength. A poodle can be a chic companion in a downtown Toronto condo, or a robust hiking buddy in the Gatineau Hills. They match their family's energy, making them one of the most versatile and, frankly, underrated breeds in the entire dog-loving nation. They're the full package. Finally, we arrive at the breed that looks at a Canadian blizzard and says, "Yes, more of this, please." The Siberian Husky. With those piercing blue eyes and that wolf-like appearance, these dogs are walking works of art. But they are so much more than just a pretty face. Huskies are pure, unadulterated energy. They are endurance athletes who were bred to pull sleds over vast frozen landscapes for miles on end. Their love for the outdoors isn't just a preference, it's a fundamental part of who they are. For the active Canadian who loves to ski, snowshoe, or hike, a husky isn't a pet, it's a partner in crime. Owning a husky in Canada just makes sense. Our country provides the perfect natural playground for them. The endless parks, trails, and, yes, the copious amounts of snow are what these dogs dream about. They have a double coat that acts as a high-tech thermal insulator, keeping them warm in conditions that would send other dogs running for the fireplace. A happy husky is a running husky, and Canada has no shortage of space for them to do just that. They possess an independent and adventurous spirit, which means they'll keep you on your toes. Now, That independence can sometimes be mistaken for stubbornness. A husky doesn't just obey, it considers your request and decides if it aligns with its current agenda. They are also notorious escape artists and prodigious talkers with a range of howls, yips, and groans that can sound like they're arguing with you about philosophy. But for the right person, this personality is part of the charm. They aren't just dogs, they're characters. They are the free-spirited, adventure-seeking soul of the Canadian wilderness, wrapped up in a beautiful furry package. So there you have it. From the ever-loyal lab to the majestic husky, it's clear that Canada's love affair with dogs is as vast and varied as the country itself. These breeds and so many others aren't just living in Canada, they're thriving here. They're a perfect match for our lifestyles, our climates, and our national tendency to want a friend who's always happy to see us, even if we've only been gone for 5 minutes to take out the recycling. They make our big country feel a little less lonely, and our cold winters a whole lot warmer. And the best part? Canada is built for them. Our country is brimming with incredible dog-friendly parks, trails, and beaches just waiting to be explored by you and your furry co-pilot. Whether you're in Stanley Park in Vancouver, Mount Royal in Montreal, or a sprawling off-leash area in Calgary, there's always a new adventure right around the corner. It's the perfect excuse to get outside, breathe in that fresh Canadian air, and watch your best friend experience pure, unadulterated joy. It's good for them. And let's be honest, it's even better for us. Now, I've shared some of Canada's top dogs, but I know everyone has their own champion. So, here's your homework. Head down to the comments and tell us about your favorite dog breed and why you think they're the best. Is it a feisty little terrier? A gentle giant like a Bernese Mountain Dog? Let the great Canadian dog debate begin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go give your dog a belly rub. They've earned it.